What's up, guys? It's Coshade. This is part 2 of Furno versus Werekingdom in the Monk versus Elementalist playtest tournament. When last we left off, the Beastmaster lost his lair to an Iron Golem, and also the Beastmaster, after painstaking damage, lots of trying to kill the Natural Pandemonium, statistically should have at least one attack earlier. Managed to take it out. I think, let's see, we had a Rocketing Throne. Consecrated Ground is dealing consistent damage to all of these guys, which does make a pretty big difference. That being said, we have a Dazed Wolf here, looks like from the Hurl Rock. We have a Elementalist trying to melee attack him. I'm guessing my internet just blipped, guys. Sorry about that. And that's why we have a separated part 1 and 2 game here. So this game, I mean, honestly, I know I said it was going to be over soon. This actually could take a little while. That is a dead Timberwolf. Getting rid of Iguana. So he's going to transfer that +1 damage that Asp here. So the Asp rolls 2 dice now. New Timberwolf is going for this Rock Golem. Doesn't get any criticals. It's so unfortunate. Rock Golem does retaliate. The armor pings on both of them. They can't really hurt each other. They just kind of do a big wolf to rock hug. Meanwhile, the Iron Golem wants a hug as well, but this was a hug of pain. Does manage to deal 3 damage to this Timberwolf. The Asp does try to do something, but gets attacked. Fails his defense. It gets staggered. Stagger actually doesn't affect your... I don't think it affects your defense when you're minor. No, it's probably -2. That being said, the Wind Elemental does grab this... I'm sorry, it doesn't grab. The Beastmaster equips the Mage Staff, goes in to attack this Wind Elemental. Deals 4 damage to that thing. It only has 13 life, so it's gonna be hurting a little bit. And the Mage Staff is probably, we'll see an instant dissolve. But if he does manage to take out this Wind Elemental, it's going to be really powerful. Looks like he is going to transfer some damage from this Tide Elemental onto his Mage. They're also going to take damage, so 4 damage is going to distribute it here. A Timberwolf not rolling any criticals. Like, all he needed was 2, and this Rock Golem would be dead, but is what it is. Going into the next round, we do see a dissolve go down that Mage Staff. Mage Staff is pretty important. It used to be you just took one because you wanted to hit air. But the ethereal damage is really where it's at now. And nature mages actually struggle to hit air a lot of times. And, you know, this being a big air dude, kind of like the dragon, it's tough to deal with. Looks like we see a movement from the Wind Elemental, bringing him down, and then he is going to hit him in the face. No push gets rolled, but he does get a stagger. Furno decreasing his damage instead of increasing it to 4. Wow, that's a lot of damage, I guess. Working him at 17 out of 34. At the half damage warning here. We see a Timberwolf then. He is going to be attacked by that Iron Golem. Iron Golem dealing a ton of damage. Wolf's going to counterattack, trying to take something out. Anyway, that Tide Elemental is going to attack that Wolf, and the Wolf does die. Upheaval happens on Consecrated Ground, getting rid of it. Holy cow. Furno just taking over this game in this round here. Sorry if that was loud. Killing off that Timberwolf, getting rid of Consecrated Ground. That's a lot of the stuff Werekingdom had out to have edges. Granted, he did get really nice damage through. He just needs to figure out a way to finish it. And of course, with the Furno transferring damage with Life Bond, he's just sort of gaining more and more of an edge the whole time. Let's go ahead and ×25 this so that they can plan fast. Planning. This is sort of just an interesting game. This is our first really tournament with the Elementalist, so it's fascinating watching people's plays. Flame Strike, we have changed Flame Strike as well for the promo release. The the effect die is probably a bit too high, but basically you generate attacks. So it's an excellent card to use in Iron Golem. You pay 5 mana for it to get a 6 die attack, but you also get a burn chance. So it's actually insanely good. Granted, it has to be melee. But I mean, for the monk, also super good. Arc Lightning going down does manage to get that stun on the Beastmaster. And the Beastmaster just really can't keep up here. I mean, he has 21 mana, but he really can't do much about it. And we do see also the Natural Fury go down. And that's going to allow him to cast another Arc Lightning. Granted, for a lot of mana and a lot of runes and stuff like that. But I think Furno's basically looking to just end this game quickly. Yeah, but he did get the stun, which is nice. I asked if we pay the Mana Fury for the Fury cost. We'll have to wait and see. Iron Golem then attacks. Gets 5 damage. Or 3 damage, my bad. That stun hurts, man. Corrode Concoction comes out. I love the name. I mean, these high dice attacks, they're going to start adding up. This thing does have Extinguish because this is a playtester card and he's not using the right one. But, because, I mean, if you look at the text here, this looks like I interfere because I'm just like, yo, I think you have to pay mana for Fury, and Tide Elemental has Extinguish, so... They're checking stuff out. And I'm talking to them about having Extinguish. He rerolls it. Still does not get the stagger this time. But does deal 3 damage, which is nice. I mean, this game is probably over. I've been saying this for a while, but probably in a round or 2. I'm guessing 2 rounds if he manages to run away, but honestly, this Wind Elemental is such a good card right now. Let's go ahead and skip through this. I don't actually know the proper card or proper target for this Asp. I mean, the Elementalist might be a good choice, but then he could just use attack spells. Killing the Tide Elemental with 2 dice, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. So, I mean, do you get weaks on to prevent extra dice coming at you? Do you attack other targets? I don't really know. Elemental 1 does come off the Elementalist. This is a nice way to use Natural Fury, and also to get runes. Okay, they are going to start attacking each other. We see a Surging Wave get revealed on this wand. No effect comes out, because he rolled a 2. My god, that's so sad. But he gets 2 damage through, putting Werekingdom at 24 out of 34. Aspec's going to choose to go after this Tide Elemental, but it is pseudo-resilient. I believe in the errata, it just has resilience, so ignore this card that's on the screen right now. Iron Golem comes in, deals 8 damage. Minus armor, of course, with 7 dice. Just brutal, man. I mean, this is kind of one of those things where, like, the Elementalist sort of ramped up, had a bunch of strong creatures, and if you notice, he's waning in power here because he's spending it on attack spells, but he can't get those discounts, so if he wanted to get creatures out, it would be like, that would be what he does. I think he just kind of smells blood. Werekingdom brings out a Steelclaw Grizzly, another amazing creature that comes out. This can actually really toe-to-toe with the Iron Golem and Tide Elemental. Tide Elemental does attack. Deals 0 damage. Does get a stagger. Looks like Furno's going to Resonance that Iron Golem. Gets 2 damage, that Resonance 6-die attack. Very nice. He's going to pull this bear, so he wants to get this bear out of here. This is kind of why Wind Elemental is good. It has a nice ability. Yeah, he's not fast, so we can only pull him 1 and push, but he might just do that anyway. Okay. Interesting round. He is still staggered, which means -2 dice. Let's see what they do in this last round. We can see some sort of damage transfer here. He is going to regenerate. Okay, he pays the upkeep. Fire Shaper Ring does come out. This is just a solid card here. Looks like Fireball does get revealed. Does 7 damage to the Beastmaster and gets a burn. This is pretty much over here. Iron Golem's going to move in. Gets that final damage, and I think this is over. Brace Yourself gets revealed, though, but I don't think it's going to be enough. And the Beastmaster goes down. Werekingdom really putting up an interesting fight there. Honestly, I think he was keeping up decently well probably until that Tide Elemental came in and just staggered all the minor creatures. I mean, honestly, I think if those attack spells that the Beastmaster had played out earlier, the Spray of Barbs here, if it actually dealt its average damage even, I think, honestly, the Elementalist wouldn't have been able to get his last creature out, which I think was Wind Elemental, without paying extra mana, and I think that would have caused some big issues. So, kind of interesting move here from Werekingdom. Just kind of an interesting game. Like, tackling the Elementalist is, it's not like fighting every mage, which, I mean, you have to kind of approach every mage in a unique fashion, and I think approaching the Pandemonium, we're kind of seeing some insights from this game and, kind of what happens with it. Anyway, Werekingdom, always good seeing you in tournament games. Furno's going to advance here. So for everyone that stuck through this game, you guys all rock. Tell me what you think about this game. Give suggestions, comments, that sort of stuff. You guys all rock. This is Coshade. I'm signing out for this game. Check out the other games. I do have a playlist made for all the tournament games from this playtesting tournament. So I'm sure we'll have more Elementalists in future games. So check those out. And thanks for joining us. See ya.